Well, thanks for the opportunity for me to be able to introduce you to our Resilient SLO Challenge program. As everyone knows, my name is Kelly Fisher, and I'm one of the co-founders of Micro Community Collaborative. And we're essentially a working group of the SLO Climate Coalition. And I am a 40-year veteran of the California Army National Guard, and I've supported disaster response and recovery across the United States for several decades. And my husband, Bill Fisher, he's a retired CAL FIRE Battalion Chief of 35 years of service. On the photo on the right there, that's a picture from 2005. I deployed in response to Hurricane Katrina, and that gentleman was rescued 15 days after the hurricane made landfall. In the picture down and below is 2009. Both my spouse and I deployed in response to more than 9,000 wildfires across California. So it's not lost on me that extreme weather events are occurring far more frequently, and those that suffer the most from their consequences are the least responsible for their cause. But I'm truly inspired by my grandson, Fisher Patrick Morabito. And even though after his first birthday, he evacuated his home in Reno to avoid smoke inhalation from yet another unprecedented wildfire season, I have hope that humanity can solve this problem. Resilient SLO Challenge is a free program to San Luis Obispo County residents, and it shows us easy and affordable ways to make individual impact, and more importantly, how to start a broader conversation around what it takes for our community to cope in the face of a changing climate. And our approach is grounded in resilient science, and it informs our community how to adapt, persist, and thrive through these turbulent circumstances. Even with a decarbonized grid, 40% of our generated carbon is consumed by households. So we want to help residents put into perspective that there are affordable ways to improve health, save money, and restore the planet and thrive. And we know that without community engagement, we can't achieve the necessary changes to restore the balance between humanity and our planet. And in this course, we all learned that the majority of residents are concerned about climate impacts, and they generally support strong legislative policy, but there's insufficient conversation happening to show people how to mitigate it or how to influence change. And the Resilient SLO Challenge can help address the mismatch between our perceptions and actions around the implications and what we can do to address it. So the framework of the Resilient SLO Challenge program, it educates, it promotes community collaboration, it contributes to a patchwork of networked and proactive micro-communities with access to resources, tools, and pathways towards more resilient neighborhoods that learn how to practice more sustainable consumption. We intend to launch our platform on Earth Day in San Luis Obispo County. And we are in partnership with an online program called Bright Action. It's a web-based platform. And we also are partnered with the California for All Fellows program. We have up to 20 fellows that will show households and neighborhoods how they can take individual actions and contribute to building community resilience. The fellows shall promote deep community engagement across the county to educate and support connecting households with each other and available resources that make an impact. And our approach is very unique in terms of growing climate and environmental social justice literacy and inspiring hyper-local community action. Getting started includes 3 simple steps. Households have the option to choose actions that suit their particular situation. An individual can even invite neighbors, affinity groups, or colleagues to join as a micro-community. And once the client completes a household consumption survey, a robust carbon calculator generates a baseline analysis of their household's carbon footprint and even compares it across, SLO County, the United States, UK, even India and China. They're then guided through a range of actions across home energy use, transportation, food and waste, water, community leadership, and resilience. The users select which actions are important to them, and then their unique action plan is generated. Each action offers information to broaden their understanding, as well as available resources to make taking action accessible and affordable. And they're provided step-by-step guides on how to maximize impact. And the households can see a cumulative impact of the completing the actions in their particular plan. And in the last year, since I was surveying the platform before we launched it, I wanted to get to know the program. So I registered, took all the actions that I thought were appropriate for how we live. And I took about 22 actions. I saved about $3,000, and I reduced my carbon footprint by as much as 10 tons. Registered microcommunities can also monitor their collective progress, and beginning this fall, we'll be leveraging our fellows to assist microcommunities in understanding climate change, environmental social justice, and how to mitigate and thrive in a changing environment. So in conclusion, movements succeed because they address issues that people actually care about. And Resilient SLO Challenge is aimed at large-scale change that begins with a few basic actions on a local level that concerns many people. And the Bright Action website is right there for you, and it's free to anybody who wants to try it out as an individual.